Imagine waking up to a world where a single missile could erase an entire city, where drones can hunt targets using artificial intelligence, where one submarine, hidden deep under the ocean, has the power to end civilization as we know it. Sounds like the plot of a Hollywood disaster movie, right? But this isn't fiction. These weapons are real, and they exist right now. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most dangerous weapons in the world, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around until number 1, because it's a weapon so destructive that even global superpowers fear it. So grab your seat, take a deep breath, and let's dive into the dark and shocking world of modern military power.
Number 5. The B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber. Sleek, silent, practically invisible. The B-2 Spirit is one of the most recognizable aircraft ever built, but don't let its smooth design fool you. This flying wing is one of the deadliest platforms on the planet. What makes it dangerous isn't just the weapons it carries, it's the fact that you'll never see it coming. The B-2 can slip through enemy defenses like a shadow drifting through the night. Radar systems, it bends around them. Detection systems, it dances past them. Border security, it laughs politely and disappears into the sky. The B-2 can carry conventional bombs, precision-guided weapons, and the scariest part, nuclear payloads. In a world where most aircraft rely on fancy maneuvers and brute speed, the B-2 relies purely on vanishing. That's the kind of power that reshapes global strategy. Nations don't just watch the skies, they fear what they can't see in them. And here's the wild part. It's been in service since the 1990s. Yet even today, almost no country has anything that can rival it. The B-2 doesn't just represent firepower, it represents dominance. Quiet, patient, unstoppable dominance.
Number 4. Railguns. The future of hypersonic destruction. If you've ever seen science fiction movies where a weapon fires glowing projectiles faster than sound, you might think, yeah, okay, cool CGI. But railguns? These weapons take that sci-fi fantasy and crank it up to terrifying levels. A railgun doesn't use gunpowder. It doesn't use explosives. It uses electromagnetic force. Imagine 2 electromagnetic rails that launch a chunk of metal at over Mach 7. That's more than 5,000 miles per hour. At that speed, the projectile doesn't need explosives. The sheer kinetic force alone is catastrophic. Now picture what that means in a real conflict. A weapon that fires so fast it basically destroys whatever it touches through raw energy. A weapon that travels so straight, so quickly, that defending against it is almost impossible. A weapon that costs extremely little per shot, but delivers devastating results. Although railguns are still under development and not widely deployed, they represent a terrifying future. A future where warfare becomes faster than the human mind can react. No smoke, no fire. Just pure physics delivering unimaginable destruction. And if this is where we are now, imagine what railguns will look like in 20 years.
Number 3. The T-14 Armata, the AI-ready Russian supertank. Tanks have been around for more than a century, huge armored beasts rolling across battlefields, blasting anything in their way. But the T-14 Armata isn't just another tank. It's the tank that tries to break every rule tanks used to follow. Where most tanks have a manned turret, the Armata has something different. An unmanned, digitally controlled turret. That means the crew sits safely inside an armored capsule, away from the turret and ammunition. A massive leap in survivability. But the real fear factor is its AI-assisted targeting system. This tank can track multiple targets, predict movement, and automate firing decisions faster than a human operator ever could. It's like a video game boss fight, except it's real, armored, and loaded with cutting-edge tech. The T-14 has heavy armor, active protection systems to shoot down incoming threats, and advanced sensors that turn it into a rolling fortress with the brain of a machine. Even though production numbers are limited, the technology behind the Armata signals something world-changing: war machines that not only operate with humans, but think with them. Let that sink in for a moment.
Number 2. Hypersonic glide vehicles, or HGVs, the unstoppable missiles redefining warfare. Here's something straight out of future nightmares. Missiles so fast, so unpredictable, and so maneuverable that not even the world's best defense systems can shoot them down. Hypersonic glide vehicles, used by the US, Russia, and China, are the closest thing we have to unstoppable weapons today. They travel at Mach 5 or faster, riding on the edge of the atmosphere and then gliding unpredictably toward their targets. Traditional missiles follow predictable arcs. HGVs don't. They zig, they zag, they drop, they rise. Defending against them is like trying to block a punch from someone moving at the speed of lightning from unpredictable angles in the dark. Now combine that speed with the fact that some of these vehicles can carry nuclear warheads, and you get a weapon capable of ending a conflict before anyone even realizes it started. The craziest part? Countries are in a massive arms race right now, pouring billions into hypersonic development. Why? Because whoever masters hypersonics first controls the battlefield and possibly the world. But with great power comes great danger, and that brings us to the number 1 spot.
Number 1. The Trident II D5 nuclear submarine missile system, the most dangerous weapon on Earth. Here we are, the most terrifying weapon humanity has ever built. Not because it's the biggest, not because it's the fastest, but because it's the closest thing we have to a guaranteed civilization-ending system. The Trident II D5, carried by US and UK ballistic missile submarines, is arguably the most destructive weapon platform ever created. Let's break down why it's number 1. 1. It's invisible. These submarines are designed to vanish into the oceans for months at a time. No one knows where they are, no one can track them consistently, and that makes them the deadliest stealth platforms on the planet. 2. It carries multiple nuclear warheads. One Trident missile can carry multiple independently targeted warheads, each capable of destroying a city on its own. So one submarine, just one, can effectively destroy dozens of major cities around the world. 3. Tremendous range. These missiles can hit targets across continents, from the middle of the ocean, from thousands of miles away. 4. Guaranteed second strike. This is the scariest part. Even if a country attacked first, even if they managed to destroy land-based systems, the submarines at sea would survive. Which means if one nation launched nuclear weapons, the world would end not once, but twice. That terrifying balance is what keeps global peace in check, and what makes the Trident system the most dangerous weapon on Earth. Not because it's evil, but because its destructive potential is so immense that the world is forced to behave more carefully. So there you have it, the top 5 most dangerous weapons in the world. From stealth bombers you can't see, to railguns that fire lightning-fast projectiles, to AI-powered tanks, to impossible-to-stop hypersonic missiles, all the way to submarine-launched nuclear systems that could erase humanity. These weapons aren't just machines. They're reminders, powerful reminders, of why global peace matters more than ever. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world's most dangerous military technology, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown. And now I want to hear from you. Which weapon on this list shocked you the most? And which one do you think will evolve even more in the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.